So, mein Guter. Das ganze Spielchen nochmal. Und diesmal wische ich mit dir den Boden auf. Naja, das kennen wir schon. Nee, nicht an mir nuckeln, Mensch. Detlef. Komm, Geralt, ein letztes Mal. Ein letztes Mal zu ihm, in seine Welt. Zu seinem blutigen Herz. Und diesmal hauen wir auf die Dinger an der Seite ein. Ja, du bist ein Hübscher. Auf die Dinger an der Seite. Ignoriere ihn erstmal. Ja. Nein. Oh, hat er einen Schlag am Leibe. Komm. Ja, hast du eine Bombe? Warte mal. Verdammt, warum hat das mit der Bombe nicht geklappt? Nein. Hier. Da. Da hast du. Haha. Noch eine. Oh, ja, ist okay. Wirf auf die Dinger am Rand. Er war wieder an die falsche Stelle. Okay, wirf weiter. Komm. Ne, kriegst mir nicht. Komm, trink mal was. Nein. Ich habe alles unter Kontrolle. Hahaha. Habe ich irgendwas vernichtet? Ich weiß es nicht. Wirf! Ah, die sind aber auch stabil, die Dinger. Lass sie nicht von ihm hauen. Komm, wirf weiter. Wie viele Bomben habe ich denn? Ich mache jetzt nur noch Bomben werfen hier. Nein, kriegst mir nicht. Oh, Bomben sind alle. Moment. Verbesserter Drachentraum. Bömmchen! War daneben. Und das ist blöd. Au. Nein. Wow. Moment. Ich muss mal ganz kurz. Nein. Au. Moment, ich hab's gleich. Oh, verdammt nochmal. Okay. Haben wir noch Bomben? Hier, irgendeine Kartäsche. Nordwind. Brauchen wir nicht. Bovist. Hier, überlegene Kartäsche. Die muss es reißen. Komm. Nein. Noch hat er mich nicht erwischt. Komm. Na. Bömmchen. Was getroffen? Geralt. Nein. Aha. Bombe. Au. Schild wieder an. Nein, das war kein Schild. Au. Na. Hat er irgendwas getroffen? Ja, er pfeift ja schon aus dem letzten Loch. Er macht überhaupt nichts mehr. Nein. Warte mal, wir brauchen das Schutzschild. Nein. Komm schon. Oh, das hat ihm böse wehgetan. Oder? Ah, Mann. Haben wir noch irgendwas? Wir haben nichts mehr. Habe ich noch Bomben? Oder soll ich die einfach weghauen? Ich meine, das könnte man ja auch mal probieren. Einfach weghauen. Verbesserter Nordwind. Die Metrion-Bombe. Verbesserter Teufelsbovist. Ich weiß nicht, ob das sinnvoll ist. Komm. Halt. Hier, verbesserter Teufelsbovist. Komm, wirf. Ich hau da jetzt einfach mal so drauf. Komm. Zack. Jawohl. Ist da noch so ein Ding? Da. Meine Rüstung ist kaputt. Was macht er überhaupt noch? Macht er noch was? Au. Schild. Au. Wo muss ich denn hin? Da. Komm. Töte es. Was jetzt? Nächste Stufe, Detlef, bitte. Komm, nächste Stufe. Da hinten ist er doch, oder? Detlef, du siehst nicht gut aus. Huah! Oh, Regis. Oh, Regis, mein Regis. Oh, der lebt noch. Wie Wie war das? Nur ein Vampir kann einen Vampir töten? Also ein höherer Vampir? Hust, hust, hust. Da, er fängt schon an, sich wieder zu sammeln.
Leave him to me. Be gone.
I can't let...
I insist.
Das war dann wohl Detlef. Aber zu welchem Preis? Was hat Regis jetzt auf sich genommen? Na komm, lass mich nicht so stehen. Was passiert mit Regis? Ich habe ja schon schlimme Schimpfe von euch eingesteckt, dass ich diesen Weg überhaupt gewählt habe. Also, dass ich Detlef umbringen wollte und nicht einfach die Dame ausgeliefert habe.
My, what a smashing ensemble. You wear it well.
Shut up. I look like a twit.
The caftan is sewn of the best fabrics available, and according to the best tailoring practices. But one must have a modicum of taste to appreciate this. Even the most exquisite robes cover only deficiencies in beauty, never in refinement.
Ich sehe so toll aus. Für was werde ich denn jetzt hier ausstaffiert? Und Regis scheint, dem scheint es gut zu gehen, also...
Usually wear something different, better suited to my trade. Got nothing against this particular outfit, though. Just don't exactly feel comfortable in it. And I despise formal occasions.
Nothing one can't get accustomed to. Now, be so kind as to stand still. All that being as it may, Toussaint's highest honor, the Order of Vitis Vinifera, demands appropriate attire. The Duchess cannot be expected to drape the medal on a suit of armor caked in mud. Palace protocol places enormous emphasis on form, virtuous tradition, etiquette.
Huh. A tradition which values appearances ahead of all else. Which calls for lordly, glistening triviality and misplaced generosity.
Er wird wieder philosophisch. Alles klar.
Sound wistful. Pensive, Regis. That because they refuse to buy you a new outfit?
Hardly. It's the tone I ever adopt when I find myself pondering, which, believe it or not, happens quite a lot. Besides, I've no need for a new outfit as I shall not be attending the ceremony.
Why not?
Because unlike you, I don't have to. I shall begin to pack my belongings instead. I trust you'll join me later, once you're richer by a medal and a fascinating new experience?
Count on it. Ceremonies, medals honoring virtues, just keeps coming up.
I've had no reprieve either. And I keep thinking of the last great virtue, compassion. It's the one piece of the puzzle that never seemed to fit.
Mean you suddenly believe the 5 virtues theory, after all we've revealed?
It's not a question of belief, superstition, or old wives' tales. It's a conclusion derived through exercising pure logic. Siana planned everything in advance. Had we not stopped her, surely there'd have been a fifth victim. One the gossips would have associated with a lack of compassion.
Her plans don't matter now. Can't act on them. Ask the messenger who delivered my invitation to the ceremony. Siana's in the palace. Courtiers pressured the Duchess to lock her in a tower.
Do you care not a whit who else was in her black book? We've some time before the ceremony. We could still chat with that boot-cleaning urchin. He was the one to pass the victims' names to Detlef. Perhaps we missed something.
Moment. Du hast recht, wir sollten mit dem Schuhputzer reden. Der Schuhputzer war der kleine Junge, ne? Also, wenn er es schon so andeutet... würde ich dann wirklich gerne mit dem Schuhputzer reden.
Regis, Bootblack didn't say anything about making deliveries when we talked to him. How do you know he handled the letters?
While you basked in glory and tried on new formal wear, I conducted a little investigation of my own. You'd be very proud to see how I conducted myself. I began by concocting an ample supply of boot wash for our enterprising young friend. I'd observed that among street folk, amidst their society as a whole, reciprocity takes precedence over all other codes, and thus no good deed goes unrewarded. Of course, the same holds true for malicious or destructive deeds.
The letters. What's the connection?
When the bootblack arrived to collect his bucketful, he hinted he knew more. Simply put, we'd failed to ask the proper questions when we chatted earlier. It took a bit more tongue-loosening, but ultimately he spoke. He admitted he'd handed Detlef the letters. He knew this information was valuable to me. In providing it, he was simply repaying me.
Okay. Aber ansonsten, vielleicht nicht, dass es nicht... Ich habe einen ganz fiesen Verdacht. Aber den sage ich nicht. Okay, wir gehen nochmal zu dem Schuhputzer. Eventuell ist der Schuhputzer nicht das, was er zu sein scheint.
All in all, why not check up on that? We'll go together, assuming we're done here.
I am done, yes. It lies in your hands now to see if you are able to present my handiwork at the ceremony with the dignity it is due. Or if you will first destroy it, crawling about the city's underbelly.
Promise to be careful.
Ich werde das Ding so dreckig machen, mein Freund. Wenn es nach mir gegangen wäre, ich hätte das Ding gar nicht erst angezogen. Aber gut. Okay, das freut mich ungemein. Wisst ihr das? Dass die Sache noch nicht zu Ende ist. Ich bin ja die ganze Zeit schon traurig, dass wir, ja, wie soll man sagen, uns dem Ende nähern. Da ist er.
It's the swordsman. Good to see you. Here for a spiffing? Dirty boots are a stain on professional dignity, you know. Step on up.
Need to ask you something.
Yet again? Go on then. I'm a proponent of free speech and I will gladly tell you all I know. But why not get your boots shanked while we jabber?
Guess they could use a spit and polish.
Then I shall take advantage as well. A friend of mine used to say boots should be as clean as the soles that wear them.
Clean boots, clean soles. A fine slogan.
Der ist auch zu redegewandt, finde ich. Der ist zu redegewandt. Irgendwas stimmt da nicht.
How's business?
Well enough. I can't complain. Though it'd be even better were certain folk to sit down for a shine as they stood and chatted.
Man in the frock coat. You passed him some letters, remember?
Why, of course. I'm young, got a mind like a steel trap, but...
If you're about to tell me this information will cost me, forget it. How'd you get those letters?
Beggars brought them.
Why didn't you tell us this before, when we first talked?
You didn't ask about beggars now, did you?
Das alte Ding, ich habe nicht danach gefragt. Genau, okay. Bettler, ne, das passt ja gar nicht.
Beggars. Tell us more about them. How many were there?
Why, 4. 1 for each letter.
Just 4? Sure you didn't get a 5th?
I can't count, you know.
Remember anything else? These beggars have anything in common?
What? Come now. Each was different. Some had mismatched boots, others had no boots at all. Oh, I know! They all had no home!
Nein.
Kid, my patience is starting to run a little thin. Now think hard.
Er sieht so schick aus. Also guckt euch mal bitte die Geralt an. In seiner hautengen Buchse hier und seiner... Jetzt ist es furchtbar. Okay, wo hatten die Bettler die Briefe her? Woher soll er denn das wissen? Die sahen wie Bettler aus. Geralt, das sind doofe Fragen.
Where'd they get the letters? They pick them up? Get them from someone?
I don't know. They'd come, hand me a letter, and walk away. I asked no questions.
Geralt, allow me to ask a question. Listen, lad. I'll be glad to mix another batch of that bootshine for you. But you must focus now and tell us all you know. Where can we find the beggars?
Well, at the shelter, most like.
Where's that?
Everyone knows. It's just round the corner. Up those stairs, then right.
Thanks, kid. For your trouble. We must visit the shelter. Look around inside.
Optional, finde die... Ja, das machen wir auf jeden Fall. Ich komme gleich. Warte mal, ich ziehe mich mal ganz kurz um. So, da bin ich wieder. Ich habe euch das Umziehen mal kurz erspart. Ich muss die ganzen Sachen zusammensuchen. Ich weiß nicht, ob uns hier ein Kampf erwartet. Sind ja nur Bettler, aber... Oh, eine Sache muss ich auch noch machen. Nicht nur, dass ich euch das Umziehen erspart habe. Ich muss auch mal... Ah, das ziehe ich auch gleich mal an, ja. Ich muss mal ganz kurz reparieren. Wo ist das? Wo sind die Bicycle Repair Kits? Da, zumindest mal hier das Oberteil. Habe ich es repariert? Wie viel hat es noch? Ja, 100%. Was war da? 68. Komm, wir reparieren mal alles hier. So, noch was. Hier kommt die Hose auch. Und die Stiefel auch. So, dann sind wir wieder voll da. Dann mal auf zu den Bettlern. Wo müssen wir hin? Hier rauf, ne? Regis ist dabei. Im Prinzip kann ja eigentlich nichts schief gehen.
You? What do you want?
To talk.
Here, that's a waste of breath. We've tried it, only to tire our lips. We'll use other means of persuasion now.
Gentlemen, calm, please.
Either get out along with these flea-ridden vagabonds, or we'll toss you all out. Our patience is gone. This place is no longer a rank refuse dump.
Scram! Decent folk live here.
Was haben die denn für Probleme? Worum geht's hier überhaupt?
The shelter, them living here, bothers you. Question is why.
Look, Ballard. Another defender of the poor. Fighter for justice.
Damn nuisance. We've our women and young folk living next door, when even grown men fear to walk past such rabble.
Decent folk you mention. Mean yourselves?
Why? Do you doubt it?
Hell yes.
Hear that, Artois? He poking insults us. On our own turf.
We should step aside, good fellow. My friend is perfectly capable of settling this unfortunate dispute on his own.
Warum muss ich mich denn jetzt mit denen hauen? Ich habe gerade einen Vampirlord erledigt. Hallo, darf ich mich vielleicht erstmal bewegen? Danke. Komm. Da, habt da. Komm, komm. Nein, nein. Pam, pam, au. Au. Da hast du. Au. Sag mal, die hauen aber gar nicht ganz schön zu hier. Nein. Bam, bam. Au. Komm, in Deckung. Pass auf, das ist zu eng hier. Das ist zu eng hier, komm. So, komm. Wow. Komm, komm, komm. So, bitte sehr. Geralt hat's drauf. Hahaha.
All right. I can take a hint. Come, time to go.
I thank you so much for your aid. I tried to reason with them, but they'd have beat me blue had you not come along. I'm grateful. Immensely.
What did they want from you?
They are neighbors. Wish me to take my folk, the shelter, elsewhere. They dislike that I help the beggars. I do not oppose going elsewhere, were we to have somewhere to go. But you've come with a problem, have you? My turn to aid you.
Tja, wir brauchen Informationen, aber ob der was darüber weiß?
Need some information. Looking for a man who might have mentioned the bootblack in Rue de Garl.
The bootblack. A feisty lad. I know him.
Any of your, wards supposed to meet him recently or soon?
Forgive me. Those I help and I are not so close that I would know. But should you wait, they'll all soon come for their meal. You can question them yourselves.
Tja, dann machen wir das doch.
Thanks. We'll wait. Nice of you to let us.
Ich hätte ja gewettet, der Schuhputzer ist nicht das, was er zu sein scheint, weil er war zur Rede gewandt. Aber offenbar ist er wirklich nur ein Schuhputzer.
My dears, I've a matter to address before I serve the soup. These two gentlemen have some questions of you. Pay attention. Answer in brief. For if you draw it out, your soup will go cold. And we wouldn't want that, would we?
Recently, 4 of you delivered sealed letters to the bootblack. I know this.
Does anyone know what the gentleman means? Go on, speak up. Romain?
Why should I squeal? We were all told not to mention the letters. We all swore.
You can tell me, Romain. You were given a letter and you delivered it, right? Good work, Romain. Thank you. Who else?
I got one too. Gave it to the bootblack. Freshy, he got one. But he can't tell you, as he's not here.
I still have mine. I'm to deliver it 2 days after the Feast of St. Barnabas.
Okay, zweite an das St. Barnabas ausliefern. Das heißt, da steht noch ein Opfer drauf. Gib mal her.
It's a matter of importance to the duchy. Hand it over, or I'll take it from you, plain and simple.
But I was to deliver it personally. Let no one else see it. That is what she said, and she was frightened.
You ought to heed folk who are kind and honest. These men helped me a short while ago, helped all of us. If this individual threatened you, you need not keep the promise you made.
All right, take it. I didn't want to see the bootblack anyways. It's always muddy there.
Wen meint er mit sie? Die Schwester der Herzogin? Wahrscheinlich.
Damn it.
What is it? Another name, truly?
See for yourself.
Und?
Oh, well. I must say, even I did not expect this. This time you will see to our Duchessa. It seems we underestimated Siana rather grossly.
Judging by this, Detloff was literally supposed to tear her heart out.
Yet first you must snap her neck. Puzzling.
Warum denn zuerst das Genick brechen und dann das Herz rausreißen? Oh oh. Also Siana wollte ihre Schwester tot sehen. Das heißt, sie hat eigentlich auch den Tod verdient, ne? Detloff hat die ganzen Menschen hingerichtet. Also, um nochmal zu meiner Verteidigung zu sagen, ihr habt euch ja beschwert, dass ich diesen Weg gegangen bin und nicht nur Siana ausgeliefert habe, sondern Detlev erschlagen habe. Nicht Detlev. Aber für mich ist Detlev immer noch einer der Verbrecher. Er wurde erpresst, sicherlich, aber er hat gemordet und zwar nicht zu knapp. nicht nur die Opfer, die er ermorden sollte, sondern die ganzen Menschen hier in Beauclair, die sind auch draufgegangen. Also für mich ist er definitiv ein Mörder. Okay, Stjana hat auch ganz großes Dreck am Stecken. Und die Herzogin, irgendwas stimmt mit der Herzogin nicht. Das Bild ist nicht vollständig, lieber Geralt.
Duchess was to be Dettlaff's last victim. Seana planned it from the start.
Indeed. The logical conclusion, Geralt.
4 seemingly random victims to start. The virtue's their only link. Enough to get folk talking about a righteous, vengeful beast. Obscured the victims' links to Seana, even as she had those she despised killed off one by one, leaving the Duchess for last.
Had she managed to fulfill her plan, none would have questioned the reasons. Most would have thought Anna Henrietta had died for her sins. She was known to show a hard heart on many occasions, ample proof of a lack of compassion.
Why would Seana murder her own sister? Out of envy? To take power? From an inborn penchant for evil?
Yes, yes, and yes. All seem likely, and none are mutually exclusive. But if you'd like to know for certain, you could always ask her yourself.
Oh, und wir werden sie fragen. Wir werden sie definitiv fragen.
Actually, love to learn her motives.
Praiseworthy, I suppose. Sometimes one should stare evil in the face.
Seems a bit strong, no?
She used my friend as her tool for killing. I believe I've every right to condemn her. But I support your lust for the truth. Some philosophers think empirical examination the sole path to knowledge. I believe you mentioned the Duchess keeps Seana locked up.
Courtiers were insisting on a harsher punishment. Much harsher. Think Anna Henrietta had to protect her sister from a lynch mob as much as she wanted to protect her subjects from a criminal. One way or another, she's locked away in a secluded wing of the palace, awaiting trial before a court of law. I'd need to get past some guards to see her.
Ja, kommt er mit? Er will ja auch die Antworten wissen.
Coming with?
Of course not. I shall await you at Mayor Lachey's Long. I'll not risk entering the palace after Dettlaff and his minions rampage. Besides, I vastly prefer the company of a simple mug of mandrake brew to that of the Duchess's vile sister.
So, said straight up, it means you're going off to get drunk because you hate Seana.
I've never been fond of categorical statements of that kind, but I admit I could not vouch for my behavior in her presence. She treated Dettlaff cruelly, caused his death in the end, and now this? Atop all that? No, Geralt. I will not go with you. I will await you at the cemetery.
Ah, ist immer noch stinkig. Ist immer noch stinkig.